January isn't a huge month for movies, but there are a few new flicks hitting theaters this weekend. But which ones should you see and which ones should you skip? Film critic Jackson Murphy weighs in.
A few new releases are coming to a theater near you this weekend. First up, Underworld Blood Wars starring Kate Beckinsale.
What do you think about this film?
This is the fifth installment in the Underworld series that's been going on for a decade and a half, it seems like now. Kate Beckinsale, best known for this series. She's back as Selene, and there's a war going on between the vampires and the Lycans, and it all must end.
Joining the cast is Theo James from the Divergent series.
Expect a lot of action, a lot of blood.
Looking for someone.
A lot of times studios like to bury their worst films at the beginning of January. It's usually that time of the year that it happens. So this could be one of those cases.
So Jackson, what's your verdict? Should we see it or skip it?
If you have been with this franchise from the beginning and you want to see what happens next, definitely see it. But for everybody else, I think you should skip Underworld Blood Wars.
Next up is Hidden Figures, a historical drama.
This is a fantastic film. Katherine Johnson, Dorothy Vaughan, Mary Jackson. These are three important women, African-American women, who worked behind the scenes at NASA during the time of the space race.
The star-studded cast includes Octavia Spencer, Jim Parsons, Kristen Dunst, and Kevin Costner.
I think he could get a Best Supporting Actor Oscar nomination.
So what do you think? Should we see it or skip it?
I think we should see Hidden Figures. It's got great music, too, including a couple fantastic songs from Pharrell Williams.
Last but not least is A Monster Calls.
How do you think this one will do?
It doesn't have the mass appeal as much as some of the other films, but it is very, very good. This is based on a novel, and it's about a boy named Connor O'Malley who's dealing with his sick mother.
But a monster, voiced by Liam Neeson, becomes the boy's guide.
This film, even though it's about a kid, is not really for kids. It is more for adults and older moviegoers because of the mature subject matter, but it's really, really powerful.
The big question is, should we see it or skip it?
I think we should see A Monster Calls. It made it onto my honorable mentions list.
So there you have it, your weekend movie preview. For CT Style, I'm Meghan Yost.